Zach, Mr. Zach Redmond, obviously in preparation for this interview, I got to read a little bit about you, and I want to bring you back to when you were about 15 years old, if that's okay with you. And I think you know where I'm going with this. You suffered a transient ischemic attack, which otherwise is known as a mini stroke. Take me to that moment. What happened?
At that point, I didn't know what a stroke was. I mean, I'd obviously heard of it, but I figured it was just kind of something that older people had, and got just kind of a sharp pain. It was like a headache, but a little more intense, just on one side of my head. And I kind of started to lose feeling in the right side of my body. It's kind of it's a weird feeling. You just, it's right down the middle, kind of half of it goes on you. And we ended up getting to the ambulance really quick, and everyone responded quick, got to the hospital, and we figured it out right away.
I read that you had to relearn how to talk and walk again.
I remember picking up a street hockey ball and a stick and trying to stick handle, and I was like, I hope this comes back pretty quick. So walking took a week, but that was just kind of, the stroke running its course. And then once I was able to, I was fully functional, I was just getting the little motor movements back, like writing and stick handling.
You got drafted later in 2008 and off to a great start, and then another freak injury, a laceration of an artery, and the doctors tell you again, I don't know about your hockey future.
I remember just kind of shaking my head like, what's going on? Maybe I'm not cut out for this game. Or, again, when I was faced with the question of not playing again, I thought about it for maybe a day, and I was just like, I can't quit. What
do you do to keep your head on for not feeling frustrated when that's happening to you?
I've always been a believer of everything kind of happens for a reason, so just kind of letting it be and moving on is kind of how I've approached it, I guess.
I wanted to ask you about being a triplet. Are you close with your siblings?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I remember with the leg injury, I was okay. They had gotten there 2 days later because they couldn't fly out, and I remember seeing their faces, and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm gonna lose it now. I've been fine the whole time, but seeing them, it was like, so you realize how much love there is in the family and how much they care. So I guess those bad experiences can kind of bring you a little bit closer.
Are you someone, this being a newer team, that's vocal in the room in the sense that you've been through a lot, and if there are downs that you'll speak up because you can speak from experience? You definitely have earned those stripes.
If guys read the story and it helps motivate them, then that's cool. But I'm not overly vocal. I don't talk about anything like that, or I don't even know how many people know, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do people know this story?
I'm not sure.
Well, they're gonna after this interview. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for joining me.
All right,
thank you. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.